When it comes to the upcoming recession, should you be scared? Hi, my name is Dave Lorenzo. This is the Do This, Sell More show. We are here with you every day at 9 a.m. on the podcast, 5 p.m. on YouTube, and 24/7 on the C-Suite Network. Welcome to the show, and today we're talking about whether or not you should be scared of the upcoming recession. I received a question on YouTube just the other day. I posted a video about the upcoming recession and what a business should do to get ready for the upcoming recession. And someone asked me a question, a person from Indonesia asked me a question about the shortage of food and water. They said, will there be a shortage of food and water in the upcoming recession? I want to take a minute and get you focused on what's really important for the upcoming recession. This is not a natural disaster. This is not a hurricane or a tsunami or an earthquake or something that comes suddenly and wipes out everything in existence as we know it. This is a natural economic cycle. There are ups and downs in the economy all the time. There are things that people do, decisions people make, people in power, that can either accelerate or decelerate the economy. There are decisions that are made that can make economic conditions worse, or they can make the recession less impactful. But generally, the economy is cyclical, so things will expand and they will contract when it comes to economics. You don't have to fear an economic cycle like a recession, like you would fear a natural disaster. What you need to do is you need to prepare. That's why in these shows I address this issue. I want you to prepare for the upcoming recession. I want you to be ready, and I want you not only to survive, but to thrive in difficult economic times. The greatest growth I've had and the greatest growth my clients have experienced has been in an economic downturn. In the worst economic downturn in the history of the United States, I started my business and my clients expanded their business. How did they do it? They were prepared and they focused on the sectors that were doing well during the recession. You can do the same thing. So here are 5 things I want you to do now to get ready for the upcoming recession. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to solidify your relationships with your current clients. I want you to go out and connect with each one of your current clients. I don't care how big or how small your client is. I want you to connect with them in person, either face-to-face or over the telephone. And I want you to find out where their business is coming from, and I want you to help them continue to grow. I want you to refer them business. I want you to introduce them to people who can help their business expand, and I want you to do that right now because your relationship needs to be in the forefront of your client's mind at all times. When the economy gets slow and people start to cut back on products and services they're buying, if you are so valuable, so indispensable, they cannot live without you, it will be difficult for them to part company with you. I want you to be the person who constantly adds value. I want your company to constantly add value to your client's company. And I want you to put money in their pocket now and help them see the value you're providing, help them see that you're helping them grow. If you do that now, it will be harder for them to discontinue a relationship with you when times get tough. The second thing I need you to do is I need you to communicate with your clients and your referral sources and your prospects as frequently as possible. I want you to wear them out with communication. Why? Because you need to be the person they think of when times are tough. You need to be the person who's top of mind to help them when the recession comes. If you're top of mind, they can't ignore you, obviously. If you're top of mind, it will be harder for them to make you go away. I would rather have them say to you, look, you're driving me nuts. Stop calling me. You're driving me crazy. Stop sending me business. Communicate frequently so they remember who you are. Communicate frequently so that they know you care. Communicate frequently so they know you want to help them grow. Stay in their face as frequently as possible. Start now so that when times get tough, you're their pal, you're their buddy, you're their resource, you're someone who helps them win. If you're somebody who helps them win, if you communicate with them frequently, it's tougher for them to pull the plug on your business. The third thing I want you to do, and you've heard me say this before, but I'm going to say it again, is focus on these three industry sectors: energy, healthcare, and government. Energy, healthcare, and government. Start today and begin the process of reaching out to your local government, to your state government, and to the federal government. See what you can do to begin the process of doing business with the government. Whatever products and services you can provide to government entities are critical, because governments don't stop spending when times get tough. Governments collect tax dollars, and they have a mandate to use those tax dollars based on their budgets. Find out how you can provide value to the government and begin that process now. Governmental procurement processes are usually a long, tedious process. Start today so that when times get tough, you are already a government service provider. You will be amazed at how government business can help be a foundation for your sales team so that you don't have to cut back when times get tough. The energy sector is another sector that always has money. Companies and people need to keep the lights on. They will do everything they can to make sure they pay their power bills. Start looking at businesses in the energy sector. Natural gas companies, oil companies, coal companies, solar companies, wind-generated energy companies. Look for people who are in the energy industry and begin to see how you can do business with them. Work hard to get in front of them. Work hard to provide value to them, because energy companies will have money to spend in an economic downturn. The final area I want you to think about is healthcare. Hospitals, doctors, insurance companies that do health insurance. The entire healthcare industry continues to thrive in a recession because people need healthcare. They pay their insurance bills. People have to go to the doctor. The Medicare system in the United States, or the insurance companies that fund healthcare in other developed nations, will always need healthcare. So those bills are going to get paid. If you work in that sector, you're going to do well in a recession. Energy, healthcare, and government always do well regardless of the economy. Focus on those sectors now before times get really tough. Make sure you have inroads there. That's your hedge against a recession. The fourth thing I want you to do, and this is going to sound counterintuitive, but you need to do it so that you come out of a recession even stronger: add more salespeople. Right now, begin a recruiting, hiring, and training process for more salespeople. What will happen is, when times get tough, salespeople will get laid off. It's not the good people who get laid off. Good salespeople don't get laid off during a recession. Crappy salespeople get laid off during a recession. So you need to recruit the best salespeople right now. And while there's money, pay the best salespeople so you can onboard them, get them to learn your industry, and then have them go out and sell in these sectors that I outlined. Go out and recruit the best salespeople you can right now. Pay them good money. Give them signing bonuses if you have to. Get the best salespeople on your team now. In a recession, people who hustle, people who know how to sell, always win. You need the best salespeople on board. Go recruit them now. In a recession, you can steal market share. What are other companies going to do? They're going to be laying off their salespeople. Your salespeople will be productive. They'll be hustling. So you will win in the recession, but you got to go out and get the best salespeople right now. Make sure you're out recruiting now so that you have the best on board when times get tough. The fifth thing I want you to do is look for things that are unnecessary. In a good economy, there's always waste in a company. You need to be ruthless about cutting out waste right now. Look at each process you have in place in your company. Cut out any fat. Look at your personnel. Make sure that in your personnel, you don't have any extra roles, extra positions. Look at admin support. Make sure each admin person in your company is working at capacity right now. You want feet on the street, you want salespeople, you want productive salespeople. Anybody who's unproductive, let them go now, because the economy is good. They'll find another job today. Only have the best. Trim any fat you have in your company right now so you're ready when the recession hits and you can thrive. These are the 5 things I want you to do today. You can send me a question to askdave@dlorenzo.com. I will spell it out, ASKDAVE altogether, @DLorenzo.com, DLORENZO.com, askdave@dlorenzo.com. Make a video on your phone asking your question, stating your name and your company name and where you live. Send me that video question. I will use the video or the audio on the podcast and the videos that I shoot for you to ask me your question, and I'll respond. I love to answer questions. They're the lifeblood of what I do. They tell me what you're interested in. They allow me to make more great videos and audio programs for you. Shoot a video on your phone. Ask me your question. I'll use the video or I'll use the audio. Send it to askdave@dlorenzo.com. askdave@dlorenzo altogether.com. dlorenzo.com. askdave@dlorenzo.com. My name is Dave Lorenzo. We're here every day at 9 a.m. on the podcast, every day at 5 p.m. on YouTube, 24/7 on the C-Suite Network, and at the sound of the tone, if you do this, you will sell more.